The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. These two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game. So they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the option, it's Jackson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
To about the 35, 2nd down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that out of production.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here we go. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here we go. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Seahawks at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest. To
the air again, Burrow. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. Now Burrow on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up for the 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
And this time he is in. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure. They got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. Hey, can.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Watkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sam Sloman now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the option to give to Swift here. Now he's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and the first down.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
11, lighting. 11. Here we go. Stop.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And again, it's Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Here we go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
On 1, ready?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
11 empty.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of week 17 is underway. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Here we go.
They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off the middle, it's Chubb, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's the option.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Here we go. Here we go.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go, here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara.
On one, ready?
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at a and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Jackson on first down.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. He's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson going to run.
Gets past one man. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Again, it's Burrow. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They go up the middle with Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Gun.
Going to keep it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Seahawks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Jackson now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again is Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Seahawks, they moved to 9-7 on the year with one game remaining.